firstly, I'm going to say I did actually buy this bag from Vestiaire Collective. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to actually be a reveal video. It's not a genuine unboxing. I didn't really feel like doing an unboxing this time around. I just wanted to open it up and have a look at the bag that I purchased. But before I get into today's reveal video, if you do like these sorts of videos about luxury handbags and all those sorts of things, then please hit that subscribe button below and also the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos, which is generally at least once a week. On occasion, I may upload twice a week. So let's get into today's reveal video. So firstly, I'm going to say I did actually buy this bag from Vestiaire Collective. So this is the dust bag that it sort of comes with. I did have to pay import and import duties tax. It's 13% that you have to pay when you are purchasing from Vestiaire Collective and you are based in Australia, just so you know. So if you are looking to buy an item, just add 13% on top of the price that's advertised or whatever the price is that you agree with the seller to buy it for. And then obviously add the shipping costs. The shipping costs do vary. Usually I'm used to paying about 35 Australian dollars, but this time it was 55 Australian dollars, or it might have been 58. Might have been 55, 58 Australian dollars. Perhaps it was due to the size of the bag, but the actual weight of the bag is really small. So the weight is tiny, but the size of the bag is big. It also has the tags that come with it. They're called the authenticity check tags. So they say, we only sell items we love, Vestiaire Collective, and then it has the barcode of the item, and it just says who it's been inspected by. So it was inspected by Helen on, I think it was the 27th of August. So I've just had a look at the order so I could check what condition it was described in, and it was described as good condition. So it has verified that authenticity check and condition check. Let's just grab the item now, and it is this ginormous Christian Dior Riviera tote. So this is actually not a item that you can purchase from the boutique. I have seen on Instagram that some people said that you can buy it, like I think it was like 20 USD with a purchase. I don't know the full details. I did contact my regular personal shopper, Elena, who is in Italy, and she said to me that she can get this bag from the Porto Cervo boutique in Italy only if you buy a small Dior book tote. So that was the only way that they were offering the bag, is if you buy the small Dior book tote, which I think is like 2,300 euros or something like that. So it wasn't really cost economical for me. I didn't want to just buy the small book tote just so I could get this bag. I did see on Instagram some people were saying that you just had to buy 2 items from the Dior Riviera collection, and not including like a small item like a bracelet, like a ready-to-wear item, and then the sandals or something. You just had to buy 2 items. That's what I had read as well, but I haven't confirmed any of that. I've only been able to confirm with my personal shopper in Italy what the conditions are of the Porto Cervo boutique. So if you are interested in getting a small book tote, you may as well probably just go through Elena so she can get you one of these as well, because this is a fantastic summer bag. That is essentially the reason that I bought it. It does come with this little star thingy here, but I'll probably just take it off. I've only put it on for the sake of the video. But this bag, I'll get into how much I paid for it, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. It's a bit hard to hold because it's so big. I did pay all up with the tax and the shipping, $515 Australian, which in my opinion was still a good deal considering what I was seeing these bags being listed for. I was seeing them listed for at least 500 Australian and up, plus you would have had to have paid the shipping and tax on that. So this ended up being an offer that I negotiated with the seller. They had it listed for, I think it was 500 Australian. And then I negotiated it down to get it down to 406 Australian dollars. And then I had to add in the shipping and the tax. So all up it came to 515. And it was the cheapest one that I could find. Obviously it's not brand new condition. What I did notice is that there is like a slight kind of creasing right at the front here. This is going to show up. So it's just kind of like an indentation sort of thingy happening around here. It's a bit hard to see because it's such a glossy bag, but it's nothing really major. The only thing that I am slightly concerned about is if that cracks, but yeah, I guess we'll see over time. For a $515 bag, that's branded, it's still pretty good priced. Obviously, we know that this is not the sort of bag that you can really, like, you can't exactly authenticate it. I haven't seen any fakes running around for this bag yet. Maybe fakes will come out with it because it's probably not all that much detail going into the bag to duplicate it, unfortunately. But I know I'm confident in the authenticity because Vestiaire Collective does do an authenticity check before, you know, they ship the item to you. They check the condition, check the authenticity, and this is still a fairly new release. The Dior Riviera collection hasn't been out for very long, and generally fakes, when they do start to release, they come out after the fact, after the collection has been released, so they can see it. And I don't think anyone even knew that they were going to be offering this kind of free gift with purchase tote bag anyway, so it's not like anyone would have seen it on the runway to be able to duplicate it as a fake before it launched, you know. So I've just stuffed the bag for now. I've just put like a bit of an organizer in there. I'm going to try and get an organizer for the bag, maybe look at an organizer that would have been for the Chanel Deauville or something, and see if I can get one that'll fit. I'm going to run through the dimensions for you. So it's 45 centimeters, 45 centimeters along here, and then it's 35 centimeters high, and then the depth is only 13 centimeters. Well, not really only, but it's 13 centimeters. So obviously it's quite a large bag, but not too deep, which is good. So it's going to be comfortable. You can very easily wear this under the crook of the arm. You can wear this like a actual proper tote bag. Whereas the traditional Dior book tote, you can't really do that so comfortably. You can wear it on your shoulder, but I found it extremely uncomfortable and quite boxy and structured. Whereas this, the way that it sits, it's much more comfortable on the shoulder, way more comfortable. And then obviously you can, you know, carry it in your hand, carry it in the crook of the arm and all that sort of thing. It's not anywhere near the same quality as the official Dior book tote. It doesn't have any sort of structure at the base. That's why I would probably see if I can get maybe a base, like a internal organizer or some sort of base shaper. But I don't really want to pay too much extra for a bag that I'm not 100% sure is going to last the test of time. I don't feel as though you could really put a lot of weight in the bag. It can definitely carry a lot, but I wouldn't be putting very heavy things in it because I'm concerned about whether or not this PVC will hold up. It's only a thin, it's a thin layer, but it's not super thin or anything, but it's just one layer of PVC. So it's not like it's double lined or anything. The edges are sealed just by probably like a heat press kind of gluing or something like that. So it's not really made to be a luxury, high quality bag. That's why they're not selling this bag. It's essentially just a gift with purchase. So don't expect that you're getting anything like the Dior book tote, but for the price I paid, I'm still fairly happy with it. It will be a great summer bag going to the beach. Just running errands in summer. It will look nice as a PVC bag in spring and summer, I should say. So the value is definitely there in my opinion. And even though this was a free gift for someone else with something that they purchased, I wasn't sure on how I could go about getting the bag. And even if, like I said, the only way I knew of is by getting the small book tote from my personal shopper. If I had to buy 2 items from the Dior Riviera collection, and that being the sandals and one of the t-shirts or something, I still would have been spending at least $2,000 Australian, and then I'd be getting this free bag. So I paid the $515, but then I've saved myself $1,500 of items that aren't on my wish list. They aren't necessities. I'm not looking to buy them. So in the end, in the long run, I'm still really, in retrospect, saving money by getting this bag. The straps are just like a cotton sort of canvas strap. They don't feel flimsy or anything like that. It's more so the attachment to the bag that I would be weary of if you have too much weight in the bag, because they're just sort of sewn on like that, and it's just that one layer of PVC, like I said. So again, I must reiterate, you're not buying a very high quality luxury bag. You're more purchasing how it looks, and you're buying something that isn't even sold in stores anyway. It's just a gift with purchase. The actual Dior book tote, I think, is very similar in measurements to this. I did have a look on the website. I think the only difference is that the depth of the Dior book tote is actually 18 centimeters, whereas this is only 14 centimeters. So it's essentially the same size, almost essentially the same size as the standard Dior book tote, which means, you know, if you are looking at getting the Dior book tote and perhaps you don't want to spend that much money, but you want to have a similar look, then this might be a good idea to perhaps look at Vestiaire Collective and buying one of these. They are still available on there. They do vary in price. For me, the reason that I actually got the best price is because I had an alert set up with Vestiaire Collective for Dior tote bags. And every time someone would list one, I would get the alert that this was available. I got it as a immediate mobile notification on the app. And there were other ones that I had actually made offers for, but then when this became available at a lesser price, I was quite happy that I was able to get it for much less, because I think the other one I was thinking of buying would have worked out to be about maybe 600, maybe about 620 Australian dollars, including the tax and shipping. So this ended up being the best deal. Now that I've taken the sort of stuffing out, you might be able to see better that there is another sort of indentation just over here, like a bend to the PVC where it's come to like a bit of a point. Maybe they've scuffed up against something, and then there's that one I was talking about before, if you can see it. Nothing really too major anyway. So that is pretty much all that I have to say for this reveal video. I know it's not anything all too exciting, but I have seen a lot of people commenting on people's Instagram photos when they have this bag, asking how they can get it. So hopefully I've given you a bit more detail. For me, unless you really want to go and buy the small book tote, or you want to go and find out how many items you need to buy and what value you need to spend to get this, then I would just say just try and get one on Vestiaire Collective for very cheap, because if you don't want to get the other items, you're just going to be spending unnecessary money just to score this bag if you do like this bag. So that's just my 2 cents. I have nothing else to say, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!